What's up guys, Matt and Blake from the Football Boots team, and today we will be looking through the very best top 10 football boots for the upcoming 2017-18 season. No price restrictions, these really are the very best 10 that you guys can buy. And do you know what? There's no Pure Control, there's no Prime Knit, there's no Puma 1, there's no Mizuno Neo, and there's no Magista Obra 2. So let's get straight into number 10. Now a massive part of this video is that we're going to be showing you the boots from 10 to number 6. And then the final 5 boots that you'll be seeing, you guys get to choose which one really is the best boot for the upcoming season by voting in the poll card. So once again, you guys have all the power, but the first boot which comes in at number 10 is the Puma Evopower Vigor. This guy loves these pair of boots.
So the number one reason why I love this football boot is it's going to be great for wide feet. It's got one of the softest uppers on the market. It's very, very soft. It's going to suit wide feet perfectly. Are you a fan, Manny?
I love these boots so much. I think they're quality, very underrated, nice wide last, and also the upper isn't too bad either. Number 9, Adidas X17 Class Pure Speed. Pretty recent release and a nice little upgrade from the 16 Plus Pure Cast. I think especially for a speed themed boot, these are actually very comfortable and also accommodate for some wide feet types as well. And the upper with that synthetic is nice and soft and flexible right out of the box. So I rate these. What about you?
Yes, it's not as wide as the Evopower Vigor 1, but it's going to suit most foot types really, really well. It's got a very, very thin and soft synthetic upper, similar to the Vigor 1, but overall a very, very lightweight, high-performing Adidas football boot.
Number 8, we've got another Adidas model. This time it's the Nemesis 17 Plus 360 Agility. Of course, the ones which don't feature any laces. So later in the video, you might find the example with the ones with laces, but these are actually really high performing. I wore them in a test. Very high quality football boots. I love the exposed bandage. I love the agility knot on top of the toe. I think these are actually really high quality. Are you a fan yourself?
So the number one reason why we've left the A17 Plus Pure Control out is that it's not very responsive, but for the laceless design of the Nemesis, it's much more responsive than that model, and that's why it's in the list. It's a laceless boot, so barefoot touch on the ball. Overall, very, very high tech in terms of features. We've got Agility Knit 2.0 on the upper there, torsion frame, a very, very high performing laceless Adidas football boot.
Lucky number 7, and we get into the Nike models, and the first one that we're going to see is the Hypervenom Phantom 3 DF quality pair of football boots. Flyknit construction. I think these are amazing with those exposed lacing hoops, so you guys can customize the fit exactly the way you want. But Blake, tell us why they are such a good pair of football boots.
It's a very, very tech heavy Nike football boot. We've got the dynamic fit collar, we've got flower, the pour-on pods, really, really high performing, and the upper is probably the softest or one of the softest from Nike with that hyper-reactive sole plate. Again, a very, very high performing football boot from Nike.
Number 6, and now we are talking past me that J Regular from Mizuno right now. These are sensational. What an outstanding pair of football boots the Japanese brand have created. When I actually wore these, I felt so much like they were a second skin. It is unbelievably unique. This leather upper is probably the best I've ever tested in my life. They really are that unique, that high quality, amazing craftsmanship. Wide fitting as well, so they should be a bit good for you as well.
Yeah, it's almost the wild card in this list. It's a very unknown football boot. It was just released by Mizuno Football, but overall, very, very high quality. Made in Japan, K-leather upper on pretty much the whole entire upper. A lot of K-leather on this boot, much more than Team Pro Legend 7, but overall, fit, comfort, and performance-wise, it's a very, very good football boot from Mizuno.
Top 5 time, and as I said in the intro, you guys now get to vote for which one out of the upcoming 5 really does take the crown for the best boot of the season coming up. And of course, we have to include the Nike Mercurial Vapor 11. So popular with pros, so popular with amateurs. Uppers quality, sole plate is quality, comfort for a speed boot is quality. I think these are all round amazing football boots. What about you?
So it has one of the softest and thinnest synthetic uppers on the market, more so than the Pure Speed, or it's very, very similar to the Pure Speed upper. Very, very soft, but overall, not the widest fitting, but you're going to see the likes of Eden Hazard headline this boot in the 2017-18 season, but overall contoured chassis, ties in synthetic upper with a no-tongue design. I love this boot a lot. Not going to be great for wide feet, but overall a very high performing football boot.
Number 4, and you can't have the Vapor 11 without missing out its big brother, the Mercurial Superfly 5. Incredible. What a lovely pair of football boots, and it's no surprise that so many real top level footballers actually wear this. And I'm not talking about players like CR7, also go down to some high level amateur leagues, and a lot of players will be wearing these because the comfort is quality. I love the Flyknit upper. I wish for the upcoming season, Nike would have given it a little upgrade and shortened the collar ever so slightly. But out of the Vapor and the Superfly, which one would you go for?
Now these two boots have been out for some time now, so over a year, but which one is better? I mean, the reason why this one beats this one is because it has a Flyknit upper. If you could take the Diamond Fit collar off the Superfly 5, then already that is the best boot on the market in my opinion. It's going to be very, very responsive. You've got Brio cables on both sides of the boot with that contoured chassis. They both have that contoured chassis, but this one is very, very high performing in terms of responsiveness.
Next up, let's change brands from Nike to Adidas and feature the Nemesis 17.1. We've had the 17 Plus with no laces, and you know what? It's alright. It's a good football boot, but the laced version is the better boot, and it's also the better price, being so much cheaper. If you want a Nemesis football boot, trust me, trust Blake, and go for the 17.1 with the laces. Pretty much almost there as the perfect synthetic football boot for me. You're a fan too.
I mean, it's just like comparing the Pure Control with the Primeknit. You're going to go for the Primeknit because it has laces. You can customize the fit perfectly for your foot type. For wide feet, it's also very good as well. So if you get a size up or you get a size down, depending on your wide feet, you've got the laces to actually customize that fit. But performance-wise, when comparing the laceless and the lace version, I'm definitely going for the lace version because the big man himself, Leo Messi, will be headlining this range in the 2017-18 season.
Adding to the selection of boots that you guys get to vote for the very, very best, we can't leave out the Nike Tiempo Legend 7, which has just come out. And although I personally would go for the Mizuno Regular MIJ, we did a test on our channel and you guys smashed the votes for the Legend 7 over the Regular. So we're going to go with your own opinions, and we're going to put this into the final 5 options for you. Incredible football boots. Though I do prefer the Mizuno, but there's no doubt that these guys are phenomenal football boots, and I know you like them so much. So explain to the world why you like them so much.
So I'll pick up the 2 best leather football boots you can get on the market right now. We've got the Tiempo Legend 7 and the Mizuno Regular made in Japan. Now in terms of quality, this is very, very high. It's got K-leather, much more K-leather on this model than on the Legend 7, but it's probably not going to be the most popular. The popular range is the Tiempo Legend 7 from Nike. In terms of performance, it's probably slightly better in terms of lockdown. You're going to get a lot of lockdown in the heel with this new flywire cable, so all 4 Nike models have those flywire cables, and a much better sole plate from the Legend 6. The Tiempo Legend 7 is a very, very good buy for the next season.
So your last options, and by no means least, to take the crown for the best boot of the upcoming season that you guys can buy, is the Nike Hypervenom Phantom 3 low cut model. In our opinions, we're probably going to say this is the best performer. We've said it before, we'll say it again until something better comes out on the market. So this is why it's last. This is what we'd probably say is the best boot on the market for you guys. But obviously we are interested to hear what you guys think. But Blake, just before they get to vote, why do you like it so much?
I like it so much because it's just a traditional low-cut design. If we look at the Hypervenom Phantom 3 DF, now this one's got the collar, pretty much the exact same boots, but one with a collar and one without a collar. So I'm definitely, any day of the week, going with the low-cut Hypervenom Phantom 3.
Guys, that's your 10 choices to take the victory. We've seen some phenomenal football boots and also some really good ones missing out as well, which I chucked over the desk at the start of the video. But what we want you to do now is you guys now have the power to vote. So do that by using a poll card in the top corner of the screen. And if you're doing it right when the video's gone live, then do come back in a week's time to see what all your peers have voted for as well, because they might have voted a little bit differently to you. But that is pretty much today's video all wrapped up. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching as always.
We'll see you next time.